founder of the website handagafunda.com, and today I am here to talk to you about verbal ability and reading comprehension section for the CAT exam. We'll talk about what is the importance of various topics in the CAT exam for VA and RC. Now, for those of you who do not know, the CAT exam has 100 questions, out of which the first section is the VARC, or the verbal ability and the reading comprehension section, which has 34 questions. Then there is LRTI with 32 and Quant with 34. But for the purpose of this video, we will stick to this 34 questions. Now, these 34 questions are broadly divided into 4 categories. This pattern has remained the same for the last 4 or 5 years. 24 questions out of 34, that means a bulk of it belongs to reading comprehension. Then you have 4 questions on parajumbles or jumbled paragraph. Now what happens in parajumbles or jumbled paragraph is you are given 4 sentences, sometimes 5 sentences, and you need to figure out the order in which they should be placed. So suppose the 4 sentences given to you are 1, 2, 3, 4. They will make a coherent paragraph if you put them in the order 2, 3, 1, 4, and you as a CAT aspirant have to decide that order. Then there are 3 questions on sentence exclusion, or it is also known as odd one out. What happens in this is you are given maybe 5 sentences, 4 of them form a coherent paragraph, and you need to identify the 5th one, the odd sentence out. You need to exclude a particular sentence and you need to tell us which sentence you are excluding. There are 3 questions of this type, and in the end there are 3 more questions on summary. You can also call it a little bit of critical reasoning, where a paragraph is given to you and then you are supposed to summarize it, or there is some sort of a question which is based on it. Typically, a summary is asked, and to gather a good summary, you need to understand that paragraph very well. The paragraph that is used in these summary questions is a lot smaller than the paragraphs that are used in the RC questions. The main skill that is required in the RC questions is you have to read that big paragraph and you need to comprehend it. However, in the summary questions, no big paragraphs are there, so reading fast or reading well isn't that important. So these are the 4 types of questions which are asked in the VARC section. If you want to look at the same set of 34 questions with respect to how they are asked, as in what type of questions they are, 27 out of the 34 questions are MCQ, that is multiple choice questions, where you will have 4 options and you will need to select the one that is correct. 7 out of those questions, 7 out of 34, are the ones which will be of the type theta, which is type in the answer or fill in the blanks. Say for example in parajumbles, 4 sentences are given to you and you need to figure out what is the correct order, and then you need to enter that order. So you might be asked to enter 4, 2, 1, 3, that is the correct order. In odd one out, you might be asked to enter the number of the sentence which is incorrect or which should be excluded. So suppose you want to exclude sentence number 4, you will enter 4 in the space that is given. MCQ questions are on reading comprehension and the summary questions. So that is the split of the 34 questions which are there in VA and RC.
Now I will like to talk to you a little bit about the structure of the reading comprehension part. As you know, reading comprehension is the most important part as far as the verbal ability and RC section is concerned. As a matter of fact, you can say that RC is the most important part as far as the CAT exam is concerned, because any other topic, any other subtopic you look at doesn't give you 24 questions, whereas RC gives you 24 questions. And that is what makes RC the most important part in the CAT exam. These 24 questions, if you look at the last few years, has been split over 5 passages. In 2017, there were 3 passages with 6 questions and 2 passages with 3 questions, making it 18 plus 6, 24. But for the past couple of years, that is in 2018 and in 2019, the split has been, it has still been 5 passages, but it has become a little more even with 4 passages of 5 questions each and 1 passage of 4 questions each. The same was followed in 2019 as well. So this means that the concept of long passage and short passage does not exist anymore. You can expect all passages to be roughly of the same length. Earlier, there might have been some strategy to be followed that, okay, should you do the longer passages first or should you attempt more long passages or short passages? But that difference does not exist anymore because all passages have more or less the same number of questions. So, when you are attempting or choosing to attempt a particular RC passage, please do not look at the number of questions it has. All you need to look at is the kind of passage it is, the type of questions there are, or any other parameter that you want to use while selecting a passage. I'm assuming that this 5-5-5-4 pattern will continue this year as well. However, if you notice a different number in the actual exam, then you might need to strategize on the spot.
Another thing that you need to keep in mind is that the verbal section traditionally has remained the easiest section over the years. So if you look at the number of questions you needed to do to get a 90 percentile across the 4 years 2019 to 2016, I have mapped that data here. In LR&DI, for getting a 90 percentile, you needed to do anywhere from 9 to 11 questions, 12, 10, 15, and 11. Whereas verbal was really, really high till last year, till 2019. You needed to do 17 or 18 questions correctly just to get a 90 percentile. So that is roughly half of the section should have been attempted correctly. But 2019, the verbal section was hard with 13 questions only getting you a 90 percentile. So if you want to observe some sort of pattern, you could say that the CAT has moved towards an area where all three sections are more or less equal in difficulty, with 11 questions for LRDI, 12 questions for Quant, and 13 questions for verbal, getting you a 90 percentile. The point that I wanted to highlight via this slide is that verbal has traditionally remained the easiest section in the paper, which means you need to do really, really well in verbal to get ahead of others. Now, if you want to look at it purely on a score versus percentile sort of a thing, you get 3 marks if you answer a question correctly, and you get 0 for every question you pass. 1 mark is deducted if you answer an MCQ question incorrectly. So only on MCQ, 1 mark gets deducted for incorrect. For a TETA question, no negative marking is there whether you mark it incorrectly or you leave as it is. So keeping that in mind, what sort of a score is required? Well, to score a 90 percentile, you typically needed around 50 to 55 marks, or for a 95, you needed around 60 to 62 marks. For 98, it was fairly flattish at 70 marks, and for 99, you typically needed around 74, 75. But that changed in 2019. 2019 was really hard, and these averages, as you can see, dropped by roughly 12 marks or 4 questions, because one question is 3 marks, so it roughly dropped by 4. So it went from 60 to 48, 52 to 39. So that's a drop of 12 to 13 marks or roughly 4 questions. 2019 was really hard compared to the previous years. I personally believe that it's going to be something similar to 2019 this year as well. So these are the scores that you needed to do well in the VARC section, depending upon whether you are targeting just to clear the cutoff, which is at 90 percentile, or if you are planning to score really, really well in VARC and maybe just clear the cutoff in Quant and LR and DI, then you should probably be looking at something like 98 percentile. So if verbal is your strength, 98 percentile should be your target. If verbal is your weakest area, then 90 percentile should be your target. Somewhere in between, 95 is where you should look at. And with that, I would like to end this video. Hope you learned something about VA and RC from this particular video. If you have any follow-up question, feel free to email me on ravihanda@gmail.com. You can also contact me via WhatsApp or call on my number, which is 97651 42632. For our courses for CAT and for other exams, please visit our website handagafunda.com. Please remember to like and share this video. Thank you.
Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get notifications of future videos.